The new moon on 24 August 2025 marks a powerful cosmic reset, unlocking hidden opportunities and spiritual revelations. Every lunar phase carries its own energy, but this one feels different. It feels like a turning point in both the external and internal worlds. When the moon disappears from the night sky, it is as if the universe itself is creating a blank slate, a canvas without markings, inviting souls to paint their desires, intentions, and destinies upon it. The chosen ones especially can sense the energy thickening in the air around this date, as though time itself bends slightly and opens a space for them to step forward into their higher calling. This reset is not just symbolic, it is spiritual, energetic, and deeply transformative in ways that will unfold in both subtle whispers and dramatic revelations. For centuries, astrologers, mystics, and seekers have known that new moons hold the seeds of new beginnings. But what makes this new moon on 24 August 2025 unique is the way the planetary alignments amplify its effects. There is a rare combination of energies influencing humanity at once, creating a portal where things long hidden will begin to surface. These are not just secrets of the external world, but also buried truths within the hearts and souls of individuals. Many people may feel a sudden clarity, a strong intuitive nudge, or an inner knowing that guides them toward decisions they may have been resisting. For the chosen ones, these revelations are magnified because their path is deeply intertwined with divine timing and cosmic alignment. This lunar reset will feel like a personal message from the universe calling them to take action, to release old weights, and to embrace the power of stepping into their authentic self. As the sky darkens without the glow of the moon, it mirrors the darkness within that must be acknowledged before light can return. It is in this void that visions are planted, prayers are heard, and faith is tested. The reset begins by stripping away illusions, and for some, this will be uncomfortable. The chosen ones will feel the dismantling of old identities, false narratives, and attachments that have held them back. It may feel like doors closing, but these closures are necessary to open unseen gateways. The universe has always worked in paradoxes, loss leading to gain, silence leading to understanding, endings paving the way for beginnings. This new moon embodies that paradox at its strongest point, making the chosen ones more sensitive to shifts in energy and more aware of the signs guiding their way. On this date, subtle energies will be heightened. Dreams may become more vivid, carrying messages that unlock personal truths. Synchronicities will become more frequent, as though the universe is speaking through repeating numbers, chance encounters, and perfectly timed events. For some, sudden opportunities may appear seemingly out of nowhere, while for others, clarity about long, delayed decisions will finally emerge. The veil between the spiritual and physical worlds will feel thinner, making it easier to sense divine presence, angelic guidance, or ancestral wisdom flowing through moments of quiet reflection. This is why the 24th of August is more than just a date. It is an energetic marker that pushes souls toward their destiny. The cosmic reset does not only affect individuals, it also ripples into collective consciousness. On a larger scale, this lunar event can trigger societal changes, shifts in leadership, and global awakenings. Hidden truths may be revealed on a collective level, exposing what has been kept in shadows for too long. The chosen ones, as carriers of light and higher awareness, will be sensitive to these shifts and may feel called to play their role in guiding others. Whether through words, actions, or silent presence, their influence during this time becomes a catalyst for collective transformation. Many will feel the pressure of responsibility, yet within this responsibility lies empowerment, the realization that their unique role is part of a much larger divine plan. This new moon also carries an energetic invitation to release fear and step into trust. Fear often binds the soul, keeping it stuck in cycles of limitation, but under this reset, fear begins to lose its grip. The chosen ones will notice inner resistance crumbling, as if invisible chains are breaking away. The strength to let go of toxic patterns, unhealthy relationships, or outdated beliefs will come more naturally. This is not by chance, but by cosmic design. The universe has been preparing for this moment, and those who align with it will feel empowered to embrace new paths with courage and clarity. Spiritual revelations often come with disruption, but it is through that disruption that growth emerges. The energy of this new moon is not passive, it is alive, urging movement, decisions, and change. It whispers that time is precious, that the next chapter cannot wait any longer. For the chosen ones, procrastination will no longer feel tolerable. The inner push toward purpose, mission, and alignment with higher calling will be undeniable. Some may suddenly feel drawn toward new projects, spiritual practices, or ways of serving humanity that they had not considered before. Others may feel compelled to deepen their inner healing journey, to shed layers of trauma or pain, and step more fully into the light of their authenticity. Each experience will be unique, yet the thread connecting them is the sense of renewal, rebirth, and the breaking open of possibility. During this cosmic reset, energy will feel both grounding and electrifying. It will ground the chosen ones by reminding them of their divine roots, of the eternal connection to Source. Yet it will electrify them by charging their spirit with determination and faith. This combination creates a rare moment in time where inner alignment and outer opportunity converge. The chosen ones will feel that their prayers are not only being heard but actively answered. The signs will be undeniable, the synchronicities too aligned to ignore. It is a time when miracles feel closer, when breakthroughs feel possible, and when destiny feels like it is unfolding right before their eyes. The new moon also emphasizes the importance of setting intentions. The void of the moonless sky is like fertile soil, waiting to be planted with seeds of desire and purpose. For the chosen ones, this is a sacred opportunity to declare to the universe what they are ready to create, who they are ready to become, and what they are willing to release. Intentions set during this time carry amplified power because the cosmic reset clears away the clutter of doubt and distraction. This is why many spiritual traditions honor the new moon with rituals, prayers, or meditations. It is a reminder that our words, thoughts, and focus shape the reality we experience. For the chosen ones, intentions spoken now echo louder into the future, weaving new threads into the fabric of their destiny. The revelations unlocked during this time may come in unexpected ways. Some may receive sudden clarity during meditation, while others may encounter insights through conversations or unexpected events. The universe speaks in many languages, and during this new moon, it will feel as though those languages are louder, clearer, and impossible to overlook. Those who remain present, mindful, and open will notice the messages arriving exactly when needed. These revelations are not meant to overwhelm but to guide, to remind souls that they are never walking alone, that divine orchestration is at work even when the path feels uncertain. The cosmic reset also carries with it the energy of renewal in relationships. Old dynamics that no longer serve growth may surface for reevaluation. Some connections will naturally dissolve, while others will deepen with newfound strength. For the chosen ones, relationships carry sacred lessons, and this new moon reveals which bonds are aligned with their higher purpose and which ones hold them back. This clarity may not always be comfortable, but it will be liberating. It will teach them to value authenticity over attachment, truth over illusion, and alignment over convenience. The revelations around relationships will serve as a mirror, showing them more about themselves and the paths they are destined to walk. The hidden opportunities revealed during this time may not always appear as opportunities at first glance. Some may come disguised as challenges, obstacles, or sudden changes. Yet within them lies the spark of transformation. The universe often hides blessings within difficulties, waiting for the faithful and attentive to discover them. For the chosen ones, these disguised blessings will become clearer, teaching them resilience, faith, and the ability to see beyond appearances. It is in the act of looking deeper beyond the surface of events that true revelations are unlocked. This is the gift of the 24 August new moon. It asks us to see not with ordinary eyes, but with the eyes of spirit, to notice what lies beyond the veil of illusion. Even in moments of uncertainty, this lunar reset infuses the air with hope. Hope that no matter how dark the sky may seem without the moon's glow, the cycle of renewal always follows. Hope that endings are not final, but transitional. Hope that every hidden truth revealed is an invitation to greater freedom. For the chosen ones, hope is not just a feeling, it is a knowing, a deep inner trust that everything unfolds in alignment with divine purpose. The new moon magnifies this hope, wrapping it around those who are willing to receive it, guiding them through their journey of transformation and renewal. The next 4 days carry heightened energy, pushing the chosen ones toward transformation, alignment, and divine purpose. These 4 days following the new moon on 24 August 2025 are not ordinary days. They are charged with a frequency that acts almost like a current pulling souls into the flow of destiny. Time itself will feel different during this period, as if each day carries layers of meaning hidden beneath the surface. For the chosen ones, these days will feel alive with synchronicities, divine whispers, and opportunities to rise into higher versions of themselves. The air will seem heavier with significance, every encounter and event carrying potential to shift the course of their journey. The universe often works in cycles, and these 4 days represent an opening within the cycle, a sacred window where energy becomes magnified and intentions ripple outward more powerfully. This is the moment when transformation becomes unavoidable, when the inner call to align with one's highest self becomes louder than all distractions. For some, this will come through breakthroughs in personal clarity, a sudden realization about who they are and what they must do. For others, it may come through external events, unexpected opportunities, changes in relationships, or doors opening where once there were walls. The intensity of these days is designed not to overwhelm but to awaken, reminding the chosen ones of their role in a greater plan. Transformation is not always smooth. It requires the breaking down of old layers, the shedding of what no longer fits. These 4 days may bring challenges that test resilience, faith, and patience. Yet within these tests lies the key to unlocking alignment. The chosen ones will begin to recognize that difficulties arising during this period are not obstacles meant to destroy them, but rather catalysts meant to refine them. It is through these fiery moments that the soul learns strength, and through discomfort that it finds wisdom. This heightened energy will make them more sensitive, more aware of the unseen forces shaping their lives. Their intuition will sharpen, guiding them with clarity if they are willing to listen. Alignment is one of the central gifts of this time. Many have been walking paths that are slightly misaligned with their purpose, distracted by noise or weighed down by illusions. The 4 days after this new moon act like a recalibration, gently but firmly nudging the chosen ones back into harmony with their divine path. They may feel compelled to change routines, to shift focus, or to let go of habits that drain their energy. They may feel an undeniable pull towards spiritual practices such as meditation, prayer, or journaling. The inner call to seek silence, to listen deeply to the voice within, will become harder to ignore. It is in these quiet spaces that alignment is found, where the soul reconnects with its higher plan and remembers why it came into this world. During these days, divine purpose will begin to reveal itself more clearly. For some, it will come as a whisper, an idea, or a spark of inspiration that grows stronger with each passing hour. For others, it may come as a sudden shift, a life-changing moment that cannot be overlooked. The universe will use every possible avenue to communicate. Conversations, signs, numbers, dreams, and even obstacles will all carry meaning. The chosen ones will notice patterns forming, as if the puzzle pieces of their life are finally beginning to fit together. What once felt confusing or out of reach will begin to make sense, and the clarity gained will provide direction for the path ahead. The 4 day period is also a time of heightened spiritual sensitivity. The veil between worlds feels thinner, making it easier to connect with divine guidance, ancestors, or spiritual allies. Many may experience moments of déjà vu, prophetic dreams, or sudden downloads of wisdom that feel beyond their ordinary mind. The chosen ones will feel a stronger connection to Source, sensing that their prayers are being received more quickly, that their intentions are being magnified, and that their steps are being guided with precision. This spiritual closeness will inspire both humility and empowerment, reminding them that they are co-creators of their destiny and not merely passive observers. Transformation during these days may also manifest physically, emotionally, and mentally. The body may feel more sensitive, reacting to foods, environments, or energies differently. Emotions may rise unexpectedly, sometimes flooding to the surface without clear reason. Old wounds may resurface, not to cause pain, but to be healed once and for all. Mentally, the mind may feel both clearer and more restless, flooded with ideas, questions, and revelations. This is part of the recalibration, part of the process of aligning every aspect of the self with divine order. For the chosen ones, embracing these shifts instead of resisting them will open the door to deeper growth and renewal. The significance of these 4 days also lies in decision-making. Choices may now carry extra weight, as if the universe is listening more attentively, ready to support the direction chosen. This does not mean fear should guide decisions, but rather mindfulness and alignment with truth. The chosen ones will feel an urgency to choose with integrity, to act in accordance with their soul's guidance, and to trust the flow of divine timing. Procrastination or indecision will feel heavier than usual, almost unbearable, because the energy of the moment demands forward movement. Each step taken in alignment with divine purpose during these days will ripple outward, setting momentum that lasts far beyond this period. The heightened energy will also amplify manifestation power. Thoughts, words, and intentions carry more weight, shaping reality faster than usual. For this reason, the chosen ones will feel guided to guard their minds, to focus on what they desire rather than what they fear. Negative thinking will feel more draining, while positive focus will feel empowering and expansive. The universe will mirror back whatever is projected during these days, creating a powerful reminder of the creative ability each soul carries. This is why rituals of intention, setting, prayer, or writing visions can be especially potent at this time, planting seeds that will grow in the weeks and months ahead. During these 4 days, relationships will come under the spotlight as well. Connections that are aligned with purpose may deepen, infused with new energy and clarity, while connections that are misaligned may begin to dissolve. The heightened energy exposes truths, making it harder to ignore imbalances or pretend that unhealthy dynamics are acceptable. For the chosen ones, this will be a time of discerning which relationships nourish their growth and which ones hinder their progress. While some goodbyes may be painful, they will also be liberating, making space for connections that align with higher purpose. At the same time, soul-aligned partnerships may come into focus, bringing companions, mentors, or allies who are destined to walk alongside them in the next chapter of their journey. These days also act as a mirror, reflecting back the inner state of the soul. What rises to the surface during this period is not random. It is a reflection of what still requires attention, healing, or release. For the chosen ones, every trigger, every emotional surge, every sign is a message pointing them toward deeper self-awareness. This mirror is not meant to judge but to guide, to illuminate the shadows so that the light within can shine more brightly. Embracing this mirror will lead to breakthroughs, while resisting it will only prolong cycles that are ready to be broken. The transformation unfolding during this time will also awaken courage. Fear may try to resurface, whispering doubts and insecurities, but the energy of the new moon and the days that follow will push against it, urging bravery. The chosen ones will feel inner strength rising, strength they may not have recognized before. This courage will not always be loud. Sometimes it will be the quiet determination to keep moving forward, to trust when nothing is clear, to hold faith when everything seems uncertain. This courage is the fuel that ignites transformation, carrying the chosen ones closer to their divine purpose with each passing moment. The alignment gained during these days will set the foundation for the months ahead. What is learned, released, or embraced now will echo into the future, influencing the trajectory of the journey. The chosen ones may look back and recognize that these 4 days were pivotal, that they marked a shift that changed everything. The clarity received will provide direction, the transformation experienced will provide strength, and the alignment achieved will provide peace. Even in the midst of chaos, they will sense that something deeper is unfolding, something orchestrated by divine intelligence. This knowing will keep them steady, reminding them that they are exactly where they need to be. Every sign, every revelation, every shift in these days is part of a larger tapestry. The chosen ones are being woven into a design far greater than their individual lives, a design that carries divine purpose for the collective. Their transformation is not only personal but also collective, serving as a ripple that touches others, awakening them, guiding them, inspiring them. This is why the heightened energy feels so significant. It is not just for individual growth but for collective awakening. Each step toward alignment taken by the chosen ones becomes a beacon of light for those around them, illuminating paths that others cannot yet see. The next 4 days will feel like the heartbeat of transformation, pulsing with energy that cannot be ignored. The chosen ones will stand at a threshold, with 1 foot in the old and 1 foot in the new, being urged to step forward fully into the life they were created to live. Every moment will carry the possibility of breakthrough, every choice the potential to shift destiny. The universe will continue to whisper, to guide, to align, waiting only for the chosen ones to embrace the power within and step into the flow of divine purpose. Endings will give rise to new beginnings, making this lunar phase a turning point for destiny and spiritual awakening. The energy of the new moon on 24 August 2025 carries the vibration of release and renewal, a rhythm that echoes through every corner of the universe. It is during these moments of transition that the soul feels the strongest pull to evolve, for endings are never without purpose. They arrive to clear the path, to make space where something new and extraordinary can unfold. The chosen ones, sensitive to the whispers of divine timing, will sense the inevitability of change more than anyone else. They will recognize that this is not merely a time of closure, but a season where the universe is reshaping their path, aligning them with opportunities that could never have reached them while they clung to the past. This phase is often misunderstood because endings can feel heavy, final, and filled with uncertainty. Yet in truth, endings are the birthplace of beginnings, and this lunar cycle brings that truth to the forefront. The universe is reminding souls that holding on to what no longer serves is an act of resistance against growth. It is as though one must release the weight of old baggage in order to soar higher. For the chosen ones, this will mean letting go of outdated beliefs, habits, and relationships that have already served their purpose. They may feel the sting of loss, but within that loss lies the promise of something greater, something aligned with their higher calling. The transformation will not be subtle. It will be undeniable, a turning point that shifts the direction of their journey in ways they may not have imagined. Destiny is not a straight path. It is a weaving of choices, lessons, and divine orchestration. This lunar phase acts as a reset point, where the weaving adjusts, where threads that no longer belong are cut, and where new patterns are stitched into the fabric of life. The chosen ones may experience sudden endings that feel unexpected, relationships fading, jobs ending, routines disrupted. But these are not accidents. They are carefully timed shifts designed to open the way. The void that is created may feel uncomfortable at first, but the universe never removes without the intention to replace. New opportunities, new connections, and new revelations are already waiting in the wings, ready to step into the space that has been cleared. The soul must learn to trust this flow, to trust that endings are not punishment but preparation. Spiritual awakening thrives in moments of transition. When the familiar crumbles, the mind and heart become more open to the unknown, more willing to explore depths they had previously ignored. The new moon amplifies this openness, inviting the chosen ones to step deeper into awareness. They may notice themselves questioning long-held assumptions, seeking truth in places they once overlooked, or feeling drawn to practices that nourish their spiritual growth. Meditation, prayer, journaling, or simply sitting in silence may suddenly feel more essential than ever. These activities will not just soothe the soul, but unlock doors within, revealing inner wisdom that has been waiting for the right time to emerge. Endings are often emotional because they require acceptance of change. Old wounds may resurface as the soul is asked to release attachments. The chosen ones may feel waves of grief, nostalgia, or even anger as they face the closing of chapters, yet even in these emotions lies the seed of rebirth. Each tear shed is a cleansing, each memory revisited a reminder of growth already achieved. By allowing themselves to feel fully and release completely, the chosen ones make space for the light of new beginnings to enter. This process cannot be rushed, but it also cannot be avoided. The new moon ensures that what must end will end, whether one is ready or not, because destiny does not wait for hesitation. The cosmic design at play is precise. This particular new moon carries the vibration of transition on a grand scale, not only for individuals but for collective consciousness. Systems that no longer serve humanity may begin to crumble, truths long hidden may rise to the surface, and collective beliefs may undergo shifts. Just as the chosen ones experience personal endings and new beginnings, the world itself mirrors this cycle. This is why the energy feels so intense. It is not confined to personal lives, but extends into the collective, urging humanity to rise, to shed illusions, and to embrace a new direction. The chosen ones, awakened to this truth, will feel a responsibility to stand strong, to act as guides and anchors for those who struggle with change. Every ending leaves behind lessons, and this lunar phase highlights those lessons with clarity. The chosen ones will be encouraged to look back not with regret, but with gratitude, to recognize the ways in which past experiences shaped their resilience, wisdom, and strength. These lessons become tools for the future, shaping how they approach new beginnings. Without reflection, the cycle would repeat, but with awareness, it becomes evolution. The endings unfolding now are not circles repeating themselves, but spirals rising higher, carrying the soul closer to divine purpose. New beginnings carry their own challenges, for they require courage to step into the unknown. The chosen ones will feel both the fear and the excitement of these fresh starts. Whether it is a new path, a new relationship, or a new level of spiritual awareness, the unfamiliar will require faith. The new moon supports this leap, sending waves of assurance that each step taken is divinely guided. Opportunities that once felt out of reach may suddenly appear, doors that were closed may open, and connections with like-minded souls may form with ease. The timing of these blessings will feel uncanny, almost miraculous, as though the universe itself is orchestrating each move. Spiritual awakening deepens through these experiences of release and renewal. The chosen ones will become more attuned to signs, synchronicities, and inner guidance. Dreams may carry powerful messages, visions may become clearer, and intuition may feel sharper than ever before. The veil between the seen and unseen grows thinner during this phase, making it easier to access higher wisdom. For some, this may spark a desire to explore new spiritual practices or deepen their connection with divine presence. For others, it may bring clarity about their purpose, revealing missions they were sent to fulfill on earth. Each revelation will be unique, yet all will share the common thread of awakening, the realization that life is guided by a higher intelligence that knows exactly what must end and what must begin. The emotional intensity of endings can also serve as a reminder of the depth of human experience. Joy and sorrow, gain and loss, beginnings and endings are all part of the tapestry of existence. The chosen ones, who often carry heightened sensitivity, may feel these contrasts more deeply than others. But it is through this sensitivity that they are able to guide, to empathize, and to inspire. Their experiences of endings become stories of resilience, their new beginnings become testimonies of faith, and their awakening becomes a light that others can follow. This is the deeper purpose of their journey, not just personal transformation but collective impact. In these days, patience will be essential. Endings and beginnings do not always unfold at the same pace. There may be moments where the old has fallen away, yet the new has not fully arrived. This space in between can feel uncertain, even uncomfortable, but it is sacred. It is the womb of transformation, the place where seeds take root before they sprout. The chosen ones will need to trust this in-between space, to resist the urge to rush, and to allow the universe to orchestrate in its perfect timing. This patience will strengthen their faith, teaching them to surrender control and trust in divine design. The awakening that arises from this lunar phase will not be a sudden event but a process that unfolds layer by layer. Each day may bring a new realization, each moment a deeper insight. The chosen ones will feel as though they are peeling back layers of illusion, uncovering truths about themselves and the world around them. This unveiling may be challenging at times, but it will also be liberating. For each truth uncovered, another chain is broken, another barrier is dissolved, and another step toward freedom is taken. The soul is not meant to remain bound, it is meant to expand, and this new moon ignites that expansion with powerful force. Endings may also bring closure to karmic cycles. Old patterns that have repeated across lifetimes may come to a close, releasing the chosen ones from burdens they may not have consciously understood. This karmic release will feel like a weight lifting, as though invisible chains are breaking away. Freed from these cycles, the chosen ones will step into beginnings that are lighter, freer, and more aligned with their true essence. The shift may be subtle at first, but over time its effects will become undeniable, shaping the trajectory of their lives in ways that feel divinely guided. The new moon reminds that life is a constant dance between death and rebirth, loss and gain, shadow and light. To resist endings is to resist growth, but to embrace them is to invite transformation. The chosen ones will come to understand this more deeply during this phase, realizing that every ending is an initiation into a higher chapter, every closing door an invitation to step through another. Their awakening will not be about escaping life, but embracing it fully, with all its cycles, trusting that each one carries purpose. This turning point will leave its mark on the soul. Long after the moon begins to wax again, the lessons, awakenings, and transformations of this phase will continue to influence the path ahead. The chosen ones will carry with them a deeper awareness of their resilience, a clearer sense of their purpose, and a stronger connection to the divine. The endings they faced will no longer feel like losses, but like sacred exchanges, trade, offs that brought them closer to their true destiny. The new beginnings will feel like blessings, not because they were easy, but because they were aligned. The awakening will feel like a homecoming, a remembering of who they truly are and why they came into this world. As we come to the close of this message, understand that this moment in time is not random, nor is it without meaning. The new moon of 24 August 2025 is a threshold, a divine passage that carries both the weight of endings and the promise of beginnings. The universe has carefully prepared this season to awaken, transform, and realign those who have been chosen to carry light in a world that often feels heavy with darkness. These energies are not fleeting. They are shaping the very foundation of what comes next. The next 4 days are not simply dates on a calendar. They are sacred days where destinies are rewritten, purposes are remembered, and souls rise into the fullness of who they were created to be. Everything you are experiencing now, the shifts, the clarity, the endings, the inner stirrings, are not here to break you, they are here to shape you. The closing of chapters you thought would last forever is only making room for the chapters you were truly meant to live. The divine hand guiding this entire process is steady, intentional, and filled with love. For the chosen ones, this season is not about fear or hesitation, but about faith, courage, and surrender to the higher plan that has always been written over your life. So step forward without fear, knowing that you are walking with divine guidance. Trust the signs, embrace the shifts, and allow yourself to release what no longer serves you. The doors that are closing are not rejection, they are protection. The opportunities being prepared for you are not by chance, they are alignment. And the awakening stirring in your spirit is not imagination, it is your higher self calling you home. This is your time, this is your season, and this is your reminder that you were chosen for such a time as this. Thank you, beloved souls, for walking this journey with open hearts and awakened spirits. Thank you for listening, for receiving, and for allowing these words to resonate within you. May this message be a seed planted in your soul, growing stronger each day as you step into your transformation. Until we meet again, stay aligned, stay faithful, and stay grounded in the truth that you are divinely protected, divinely guided, and divinely loved. May the light of this new moon guide your path, and may you rise into the fullness of your destiny. With love, gratitude, and blessing, thank you for being here. Goodbye for now, and remember, you are never walking this path alone.